really cooking now. Wow. What's up, everybody? So I got a lot of topics to talk about today. This is going to be the first actual motovlog I think I've done in a little while. The weather here has been so shitty lately. We had like that hurricane, I don't even know the name of that hurricane. But we had some hurricane come through and it made the weather shit for like a week. So that's why I really haven't been able to ride lately. Oh, I got a biker behind me. What's up, dude? How you doing? I like the bike, man.
Hey, bro.
So yeah, as I was saying, the weather's just been really, really shitty lately, so I haven't been able to ride much. I've been driving my car a lot, so I apologize for the lack of motovlogs. But the weather seems to be pretty nice this upcoming week and into the weekend, so they should continue. Ah, there's Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a beautiful sight. So yeah, this past weekend was Vintage Festival, and for those of you guys who don't know what Vintage Festival is, it's a massive, massive, massive motorcycle festival. I knew that, girl. It's a massive motorcycle festival that Barber Motorsports hosts, the same place that I met Do It With Dan at, actually. So they hosted the event, and it happens once a year. It's for a whole weekend, and like people come from all over the country to come to this event. People literally, they camp out there all weekend, and people come from, I'm not kidding, all over to come to this event. I think over the 3 days they bring in like 59,000 people over the span of 3 days, and that's crazy for just a motorcycle event. You can literally find any type of bike you could possibly imagine. There were so many bikes there. It was an awesome event. So if you were there, I'm sure you thought it was awesome too. If you missed it, come next year because it's well worth. And Do It With Dan was there. He got there right as I was leaving, so unfortunately I did not see him. The song was so bad I had to change that. Wow. I have a new Grom part coming in Friday, I believe it is. Friday's gonna be like Christmas for me. I got like 5 packages coming in. Some for the Grom, some for the Camaro. It's gonna be freaking sick, bruh. It's a nice R1. I see that guy on campus all the time. Oh, did he just go down? Damn, man, his elbow's all scratched up and he's got something on his shoulder. You good, man? Is he good?
Oh, yeah, he's good. He's just learning how to ride it.
I gotcha.
He's fine, yeah.
Gotcha. Learning how to ride an R1. What the fuck? I don't know that that's my place to say anything, but I don't know anyone who learns on a leader bike. He said he was just trying to learn it. Dude, learn on something a little less powerful than an R1. That person was totally going to go through the red light had that not turned green. Wow, yeah. I wouldn't suggest learning on leader bikes, guys. 1,000 cc's for someone who hasn't ridden before, not the best idea. Especially if you're not careful with it. That's a shame, too, because I see that bike on campus all the time. And, holy shit, you're flying, brother. I see that bike on campus all the time, and it's a beautiful bike. It's a really nice R1. It's got a dual 2 Brothers exhaust system coming out the back. It really is a gorgeous looking bike, and it looks like he just downed it. It looked like the shifter had snapped off, or maybe the foot peg, and then there were some scratches down the left side, and he really wasn't that damaged. He got a little bit of marks on his shoulder, and then his elbow was scratched up, but other than that, it really wasn't anything terrible. But damn, man, gotta be safe out there. Don't be teaching people to ride. I'm a hypocrite, but don't be teaching people to ride on leader bikes. At Pete and Wally. Sorry. So yeah, this package I got coming Friday. So I ordered a part for the Grom, and the company that shipped it to me, they messaged me and were like, yeah, the company who shipped it to them forgot one of the parts of it. So they shipped me half of the order, and then they should have shipped me today the other half of the order, and they said it'll be here Friday. So I got another part coming for the Grom, so keep an eye out for that. A lot of you guys are going to enjoy it because it's, I don't know, you'll see. It's something that a lot of people enjoy on a lot of bikes. Oh, embarrassing. I just stalled. I stood up and thought I had it in neutral, so I let go of the clutch and didn't have it in neutral. Ooh, beautiful old Chevy, man. Wow. Little girl's dirty. Oh yes, I meant to tell you, I finally named my first motorcycle. So I'm not a big person for naming my vehicles, right? I did name my car but I have not named any single motorcycle that I've had yet. But this one, it's so cute and it's so little, I figured I gotta name this little guy. So I have named this 2014 Grom Flip. A simple name, real short, just like Grom is. You know, people stunt Groms, so I figured, you know, Flip. It's a little fitting name for the Groms. To be honest with you guys, I'm probably gonna forget the name, so I'll try to refer to it as Flip as much as I can. Wow, my gosh, that was the bumpiest friggin' railroad I've ever been on. So for all you car guys out there, I know a lot of you guys don't like hearing about the car, but I'm gonna tell you one day because I'm pretty excited about it. I got I had 3 parts on the way. I already have one, but I got 2 more parts on the way. They will also be here Friday, so they say. That's been a damn headache trying to deal with them, but I got 2 car parts coming Friday. Now when I get them, I'll tell you what they are, only because unfortunately, just with how my schedule works out and what needs to be done to get them installed, because I don't trust any place in Alabama to do it, I'm going over to Atlanta to get it done. But because of that, I won't be able to get them installed until next month. So just because they get here Friday, I won't be able to install them and dyno the car until next month. So when they come in, I will definitely include them in the video and let you guys know what they are. Please don't turn. Oh my God, that shit scares me so much. When I wasn't recording, but when please don't pull out. I feel like I'm really not seen on this Grom. When I first got the Grom, literally the first day I was riding it, I had some lady, I don't know how I can describe it. I was coming, it was a 1 lane this way, and she turned into a turning lane about to turn in front of me, like this way. And so she got into the turning lane and I was approaching, and like it looked like she wasn't gonna go. She was injured 4, but it looked like she was not gonna go. So I was like, okay, cool, please don't go, please don't go. And then she starts going. So like I tried to like swerve like this as far out of the way to the right as I could so she would miss me. And here, when I come to the stop, I'll show you how fucking close she was to hitting me. The closest motorcycle accident I've ever gotten in besides the CBR when I was hit. She literally was maybe, if you can see it, maybe this fucking close to my bike. Definitely less than 6 inches from my bike. She was so close to hitting me, I was mortified. So like, ever since then on the Grom, I'm really just like intimidated by open roads and people who are in turning lanes or about to turn out from somewhere. That's just kind of scares me. Because like the first day I had the bike, I was 6 inches from just getting plowed by some car. And it was some old lady. She just was, you know what, I don't know that it was an old lady. I gave her the benefit of the doubt and I was like, okay, maybe it was an old lady, she couldn't see, doesn't have the best vision, you know, one of those people who really shouldn't have their license but still does. So I gave her the benefit of the doubt, but I don't know who it was. I'm not really sure, to be completely honest. I know it was a woman, I don't know her age. I'm also thinking about taking these clunky ass mirrors off the ground. They are just so corny looking. Like, I look like a noodle with these things on the bike. I just don't like the feeling of having no mirrors. I know I could get bar ends, but I don't really want bar end mirrors. I don't know, something about bar ends I just don't really want. Like when I transport, I want to be able to use that thing that I run across my handlebars. So I don't really want bar ends. I know I could just take them off every time I transport it, but that's just kind of a pain in the dick. Honestly, the best thing about this Grom, besides it being a load of fun, is the gas mileage on this thing. Like people say they get 100 miles to the gallon, and they actually do. You guys know I've had the Grom for about, I don't know, maybe a month now, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, I don't really know. I filled the tank up twice. And I ride it a decent amount, I'd say. I don't ride it to class every day because it's not registered on my parking pass, but like, I ride it pretty often, and I've gone through 2 tanks of gas, which means I've spent $5 on gas for this bike so far. There's a little park back here I haven't been doing in a minute. I'm gonna go back, see what's up. So 2 upcoming videos. I got 2 videos I really want to make for you guys. I got 1 more review ride video, or test ride video, and that's of the, actually I'm not gonna tell you, you guys can wait and see. The second video that I got for you guys, I want to kind of explain to you guys what to look for and how to do it correctly, the whole process of buying a bike from a third party. So buying a bike on Craigslist or OfferUp or something like that. So that's a video that I'm going to be making here, hopefully within the next few days for you guys. I'll get that edited and then upload that for you guys. This park's dead as shit. There's nobody here. Like, what do kids do after school nowadays? Do they all play video games? When I was younger, we went to like the park and had fun. Especially on a day like this. Like, this is the first sunny day we've had in forever. You think the park would be filled with kids once they're out of school. Yeah, I'm about to leave this joint. There's nothing here. Oh yeah. There's no kids. There's sketchy people here. There's like 5 cars all by themselves. A weird ass park. So for those of you guys who haven't seen, a Spin with Finn just bought an H2 along with Dan. And I'll tell you, them 2 buying H2s really has me in the mood to buy an Ninja H2. Now, yeah, see, there's one big problem for me, at least. I don't have 1/20th of that. And for those of you guys who didn't do the math, they're like 20 grand. So, yeah, I don't got the money for that, but it's really been making me have an itch to buy an H2, which I can. So don't expect it from the channel. I'm telling you right now, I can. It won't be on the channel. But just me dreaming, I guess. And not a wet dream. For those of you guys who live in Florida or somewhere near Ocala, and if you guys have ever heard of the half-mile events called Wanna Go Fast, me along with 3 other friends will be at the half-mile event, which is the Wanna Go Fast half-mile event in Ocala, Florida at the end of October. I think it's the Halloween weekend. So if any of you guys want to come out and say hi, get tickets to it, not only can you come out and say hi to me, but it's a badass event. The event's so cool, it's a ton of fun. So if any of you guys, you don't even have to be local to Florida, if you guys want to just take a trip down there, I definitely suggest it. Tickets aren't that expensive. You'd have to pay for hotel and shit like that, but tickets to the event are like 35 bucks, nothing crazy. So yeah, that's where I'll be over the Halloween weekend. And oh, as for the exhaust on the Grom, so I'll be honest with you guys, when I first installed it, the first couple hours I had it, I was not a fan of the sound. I didn't want to admit it, but I was not a fan of how it sounded. I was like, wow, it just wasn't what I was expecting. So I was not a fan of the sound. I'll be honest. Once I broke in the exhaust, and people are like, oh, you can't break an exhaust. Well, I didn't even know breaking in an exhaust was a thing, but apparently it is. And now that the exhaust is broken in, like, I love the sound of it. It's kind of like just loud enough to piss people off, but not loud enough to piss me off. And it's not a terrible sound for what it is. Like, it's a Grom. It's not going to be fucking roaring. I really am not a fan of these dirt tires on this bike. If I were to use them off-road, I'm sure they would be great and I'd love them, but I'm just not a fan of them, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be looking at street tires soon. I just can't stand these dirt tires riding them on the road. Oh my god, guys, I have a big question to ask you. I hope that a lot of you guys are still watching this video, because I don't know how long into the video this is going to be, but I hope you guys are still watching. I have a poll. I was going to take this poll on Instagram, but then I thought, you know, you guys might find me weird, but I don't really care. So I got a question for you guys, and leave a comment below of what you guys do. So I have a roommate, and he's an absolute serial killer. Well, you know, before I say that, I want to ask the question. 2 questions, actually. So when you guys use the little boys or little girls' room, and you're doing number 2, when you're done, do you stand up and wipe, or do you wipe sitting down? Leave a comment below. And then the second question. Do you wipe front to back or back to front? I have my opinions, and I know the normal way to do it, but my serial killer, taint-licking roommate stands up after he's done shitting, so the poop just in between his ass cheeks, and then he wipes back to front. And you would think, okay, that's weird as shit to begin with, but the front or the back to front would be like this, right? Nope, he does it from the back and just kind of pushes the damn feces forward, like, ugh! That's friggin' gross. This is all probably too much information for you guys, and you guys just wanted to sit here and listen to a nice little story or some channel updates, so I'm sorry for talking about feces, but I had to ask a poll. I had to ask a question. There's been all these kids in my fraternity and stuff, and we had this big argument about it, and it makes my blood boil out. People think it's normal to stand up after they shit and wipe, and then wipe from the freaking butthole up to the scrotum. I don't get it. Okay, that's enough shit talk. Ha! Ha! Oh yeah, and last thing I can remember putting this video, not a big deal, but some little fag stole my license plate off the Grom. They stole because it was literally brand new registration. I had not gotten the registration a week before, or not, registration sticker. So yeah, someone stole the plate off the Grom. So if you're watching this, a big FU to you. I need to find a way to prevent that from happening next time, which I will. I don't know who's big enough of a coward and a pussy to come take someone's license plate. Are you that much of a fucking lowlife that you can't work for a $60 plate and registration? Scumbags. But whatever. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm glad the weather's getting nice and I'm finally able to ride again. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, give it a thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button for plenty more moto vlogs and different bike reviews and everything that you could possibly imagine related to motorcycles and cars. Not everything, but close to it. Hope you guys are having a good week. Happy hump day in more ways than one. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.